Greetings, friends! I have breaking news to share with you this Thursday. You may qualify for leftover stimulus money. There is a new list of states and cities that are currently dispersing financial aid this summer, and eligible Americans are set to receive checks based on their income, with payments ranging from $675 to $2,500. Please make sure that you watch until the end of this video to find out if you're eligible for this extra relief. Also, to say thank you for being part of this community, I will be announcing several winners tomorrow for the Walmart gift card giveaway. My dearest friends, if you would like to enter these weekly giveaways, all you need to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways.
I'll say what the president believes and how he's taken this climate change crisis very seriously. Since he walked in day one in this administration, as I've laid out many times before, he's done more to move forward on dealing with climate crisis than any other president. He's had an ambitious policy. You just mentioned the Inflation Reduction Act, which is the most investment that we have seen from any president as it deals with a piece of legislation that is now law to deal with a real issue. And let's not forget, he rejoined the Paris Agreement. He rallied more than 100 countries to join the Global Methane Pledge to reduce methane emissions. So he's been a leader as well globally on this issue, and he's going to continue to do that. I mean, he just talked about, as you mentioned, the extreme heat and how climate is very real. Climate change is very real, and how we have to take serious steps to continue to deal with this issue. Look what's going on across the country. And so, it is an issue that he takes very seriously. It is an issue that we see, if you look at polling, that Americans are taking very seriously, especially young people. And so, look, the president's going to continue to be a leader. I can't speak to every American here, but I can speak to what the president is going to continue to do. You talked about small cars, right? When you think about electric vehicles and what the president is going to be able to do with the bipartisan infrastructure law and also the Inflation Reduction Act on electric vehicles across the country, making sure that it's available to people at a discounted rate, right? Making sure that it is the wave of the future. And so he's making investments there. So this is an important issue. We see climate change, especially this summer, as it relates to extreme weather. And so we're going to continue to move forward in dealing with climate change.
Following last year's record-breaking inflation, numerous states have approved the distribution of stimulus checks and tax refunds to assist those that have been experiencing financial struggles because of the crisis. Despite a notable decline in inflation during the past few months, several states across the nation persist in providing financial assistance to their residents. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro has recently proposed increasing the property tax rent rebate up to $1,000 by using the money from the state's $11 billion cash reserves. This would boost rebates for seniors who usually earn up to $650 in either property tax or rent relief. Under Governor Shapiro's proposal, the maximum rebate amount would increase from $450 to $1,000. Additionally, the income cap to receive this payment would increase to $45,000 for both renters and homeowners. Also, residents in the state of Montana may qualify for property tax rebates of up to $2,500. Taxpayers can claim their property tax rebates online or through the mail. The deadline to claim these rebates is October 1st, 2023. Montana residents will also start to see their individual income tax rebates starting this month. And this is according to the Montana Business and Income Tax Division. The tax rebate is set at a maximum of $675 for individuals and $2,500 for joint filers. Individual income tax rebates are issued in the order that they were filed until December 31st, 2023. The Ann Arbor City Council in the state of Michigan has also introduced a new guaranteed income program. This program will offer monthly payments of $528 to 100 residents. There are no restrictions on how the money can be spent. To launch the program, the city is partnering with the University of Michigan. Congress managed to raise a debt limit this year to prevent a U.S. government default. Lawmakers are working to reach an agreement on next year's budget by September 30th, 2023, to prevent a federal shutdown. The House could begin voting as soon as this week on some of the spending bills to fund the government for next year. The Senate is also working on the bills. The debt ceiling deal reached in May by President Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy specified that most of the federal government should be funded at essentially flat levels for the next 2 years. But some Republicans say that bipartisan agreement only means the government will not spend more than the caps, and that spending less is just fine. Many GOP leaders are pushing to limit funding for the 2024 fiscal year to what the budget was in 2022, which would mean a $115 billion cut that Democrats reject. A U.S. government shutdown would affect hundreds of thousands of federal workers, and depending on how long it lasts, potentially impact the broader U.S. economy. Roughly 800,000 federal workers missed 2 consecutive paychecks during the longest government shutdown. A government shutdown can also interfere with critical federal services, such as food safety inspections and the operations of the Internal Revenue Service. For now, aides on Capitol Hill of both major parties remain confident that an agreement will be reached in time. But that could change if the deadline draws closer without any deal. Congress and the Biden administration have until September 30th to avoid a government shutdown. That is when the federal fiscal year ends, and the 2024 fiscal year begins on October 1st. Many lawmakers are trying to approve 12 appropriations bills, each of which funds a different part of the federal government. In many recent years, some or all of these 12 different bills have been rolled into a single omnibus package and approved at the same time. But House Speaker McCarthy promised conservatives that in return for their support for his bid to become the Speaker of the House, he would handle each bill on its own. Any parts of the government funded by appropriations bills that have not been passed and been signed into law by the September 30th deadline could shut down. And so far, none has passed a full House or the full Senate. Well, my magnificent and most beautiful friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. My dearest friends, thank you so much for joining me here and for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway tomorrow. My friends, please make sure that you enter these weekly giveaways by clicking and liking several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dear friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you, and have a wonderful and very blessed day.